Wanted to give you a couple of Vision Zero updates. First, the 2nd Street Improvement Project finally had its groundbreaking last week. The Chair Brinkman joined me along with Mayor Lee, Supervisor Kim, a number of other departments to celebrate the breaking ground of this Complete Streets project. 2nd Street, as you know, is a major north-south bike connector on the eastern part of the South of Market neighborhood. It's an important street for vehicle traffic because of its proximity to the bridge and connecting from the ballpark to Market Street. It's a very vibrant area, so lots of foot traffic. And the street was not working as well as it should have been. So the redesign, which you authorized a while back, is now led to the construction project, which is underway. It should be about a 2-year construction project, and we'll be actively working with Public Works to support the project and to minimize any adverse impacts to folks on the corridor. So great achievement that one broke ground. Another project which you have previously legislated that I want to give you an update on, I know it's gotten a little play in the news lately, is Upper Market Street. This is a project that you legislated going, I think it goes from Octavia all the way to Castro, legislated it earlier this year. And 2 things have been happening since that legislation was approved here at the SFMTA board. First, that the Department of Public Works, we have engaged with them to begin the detailed design process so that we can complete that and then enter into a construction project. The second thing we've done was at your direction. You may recall the fire department raised some concerns about the design. You directed us to work with the fire department to resolve those concerns. So we have done that over the past few months, and those have been addressed. It will require some changes to the design, but largely keep the integrity of the project intact. And then, so we will be beginning early implementation steps as early as next month, January, and we will continue to work. There's outreach and some door-to-door work that will need to be done in the meantime, but we will be looking to implement that with all due haste and then ultimately bring forward the full project subsequently. So I appreciate everybody's patience or impatience with getting the project moving. We do have different needs that we need to address and needed as you directed to make sure that we could build this project in a way that was not going to adversely impact the fire department's need to respond to emergencies, and I believe we've done that. A couple other brief updates. Wanted you to know that the general sign-up is underway now, and what that is a process that we undergo by our contract with our transit operators every 2 years, where operators have the opportunity to move around the system, to move from one bus division to another, to move from bus to rail, from light rail to cable car. That process is happening now, and it's also a time where we put changes in to the service plan. It also reflects other changes happening in the system, such as the opening of our new Escalais Creek maintenance yard, which will be open. The sign-up goes into effect this coming summer, so by the summer, that yard will be open. We'll have our first 24 or so light rail vehicles going into service. We'll have the Salesforce Transit Center opening and making some other changes. So it's while it's a little bit behind the scenes and it's a kind of a big deal for the operators, and it's an opportunity for them to change places, it's also an opportunity for us to make these service changes. So we'll keep you updated on the progress of that. And speaking of Salesforce, it is currently scheduled to open in the spring of 2018. However, an early service start will be happening with Muni's 5 Fulton, which beginning on December 26 will be moving from the temporary Transbay terminal to the Salesforce Transit Center. So the center won't be fully operational, but we will be moving the 5 Fulton to take a first baby step of initiating transit service at the new transit center. So it'll give us an opportunity to start working out the kinks, to just evaluate the logistics. It will require some communications with 5 Fulton riders, because the 5 and the 5R will now have different starting points downtown. But we're excited that the transit center is coming into place and look forward to its full opening later in 2018. Wanted you to know, or just to remind you and the public, that as we do every year, we will be offering free Muni service on New Year's Eve. This will be from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m., and I believe that's in line with the rest of the region's major transit providers. It's just a way for us to encourage folks to choose a safe way and a professional driver to get them around town on New Year's Eve. So we'll be publicizing that as usual when you know that it's coming.